Welcome back, Wolfpack. Brolis here to day 2 of this spooky cup. We saw quite a bit of success yesterday, and Andrew only has 4 Pokemon, so let me go and lead how I feel is going to work. Weavile is going to absolutely destroy Frostlass, and Rotom can pick up the Aegislash pretty well. Don't really have to worry about too many things with that Rotom there. So it's going to be your standard, what we had yesterday, just Gravity Hypnosis. We're locked for the same team throughout the entirety of the tournament, and technically it's still today. Like, I'm just recording 10 minutes after I finished my recording for yesterday, and that makes the time things all weird. So I'm recording Sunday. This video should be coming out on Sunday. I'm still recording on Friday, so then I'm gonna have like Saturday, Sunday, Monday content for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday battles. So we're gonna see how this goes. I don't think I really have to worry about too much. I can Hypnosis the Frostlass because it can Ice Beam my Crobat, and I don't want to deal with that. So Hypnosis Frostlass, get that Gravity setup going, and then we can see how the rest of this plays out. I'm pretty sure Crobat doesn't have KO potential on my Crobat, so this battle, it probably didn't seem like that insane of a battle too, because 4 Pokemon, I'm not going to say the opponent's bad at all though because of it. Like that's one thing. Like, if you want to be really confident and you want to do like some funny stuff, like you just bring 4 Pokemon. I've brought 4 Pokemon to online competitions before. It just shows this is what I'm going to do, deal with it, and it's pretty funny like that. So with what we have here, switching out Sableye could be a bit risky. So what I'm thinking about doing, it's actually a little tougher than I thought it'd be. I think I'm just going to go for the Brave Bird onto Frostlass, and then I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp his Crobat and hope for the best. So I do get that outspeed because of priority, because after the Tailwind, I don't want to deal with his team being faster than mine. So I can just deal with Frostlass right now. Crobat's going to Zen Headbutt my Crobat, which is why I wanted to get the burn in there. So Frostlass is going to fall asleep. I think we're good to go. So Tailwind, Zen Headbutt, Cross Poison, Brave Bird, most likely what that is going to be. And now we're going to get our own Brave Bird into the Frostlass, and that's not going to be enough to one-shot. Curse Body is just fine. We'll still be able to do something to that Frostlass, damaged by the recoil. And now, what do we do here? Because it's going to be tricky. I'm pretty sure Frostlass is going to go down anyways to the Cross Poison. But yeah, the Curse Body is going to hurt us just a bit. And I guess I'm just going to taunt on Frostlass. It could wake up, and then it could Destiny Bond. So we're going to make sure that doesn't happen, because it has that Tailwind speed. So Zen Headbutt, going to do damage, but it's not going to be enough damage because of the burn, and Frostlass is going to wake up. Draining Kiss. Interesting move. Wow. Actually did a decent amount to Sableye. Going to heal up a bit. It's probably going to survive now, because Cross Poison is going to not do anything. Like, yeah, resisted hit, and that Cursed Body. Who knew? Who knew it would actually work out like that? Pretty comically. I can't do much about this. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to Hypnosis the Frostlass. I knew that the Tailwind Frostlass combo would give me the most problems right now. And then I'm just going to heal up on Sableye. Keep Sableye healthy, keep that going, and bring in Rotom, and then just like have the Gravity with Will-O-Wisp and Hydro Pump cover for Rotom really well. So Crobat's going to Zen Headbutt me. That's going to finish off my Crobat. And then we're going to see that Draining Kiss again. And that Draining Kiss, pretty nasty right there. But I didn't want to switch Weavile into the Draining Kiss either. So good amount of damage for Frostlass. And Tailwind, like, do I let the Tailwind wear off and then I go and I beat up on the Frostlass because of that? Because I could bring in Weavile now. Crobat shouldn't be able to do too much to it, honestly. If he goes for that Tailwind again, then Weavile will be at a bit of threat, but I know his other Pokemon are Granbull and Aegislash. So Aegislash shouldn't be able to outspeed me, and then Weavile can just finish off the Frostlass, so let's play it like that. Let's go into the Weavile. We're going to go and use just damagey moves and do a lot of damagey things, because Crobat's not going to hurt me now that it's burned. So it's not going to be like life-threatening to Weavile. As long as I don't get one shot, Weavile is going to be just fine. So knock off the Frostlass and keep recovering on the Sableye. Even though I'm just going to give Frostlass more health, but whatever. It's not going to be that would be. Wouldn't that be something if this is like a Focus Sash Frostlass? I don't know if it showed its item. I haven't been paying attention. If it was like a Focus Sash Frostlass and it got all the way back up to full health because of my because of the Draining Kiss, and then Focus Sash had a second chance to proc. That'd just be one of the weirdest things that could have happened. So Crobat going to use that Super Fang onto Weavile. That's actually a good move right there for the situation. I'm outspeeding Frostlass, never mind. Don't have to worry about the Drain Kiss. That's why I brought in Weavile. But funny things could have happened right there. And Wise Glasses. So going for the special attack, that's why I did a little bit of damage. Not a huge fan of Wise Glasses. It does make sense on like 1 or 2 Pokemon ever, but it's not really the greatest move. And since it went for Super Fang and not the Tailwind, Weavile shouldn't have to worry about too much. Now, Gramble is going to have damage on that Icicle Crash, but goes into the Aegislash. I'm going to taunt Aegislash and just Icicle Crash on the Crobat. So that's going to be the play for now. That way, at least I can be very consistent about what this thing's going to do. There's the King Shield. Knew it. I was the one that started the first turn King Shield Aegislash. Don't even try that on me. So that's going to be taunt onto Aegislash right there. Crobat's going to set up the Tailwind, but Crobat's also going to go down. Now with Aegislash taunted like that, he's going to have to throw out a move, which means I should try to read this Gramble. So if Gramble has the Intimidate, that's going to like suck, but at least I can burn it. And then Aegislash is going to be stuck offensive, and then Rotom is going to be able to destroy it. So I think that that's the situation we're in right now. Just knockoff's going to be a huge amount of damage. It's going to be nasty with that weakness policy, so it is Intimidate. I could have sworn Gramble has like Quick Feet or something, but not really going to get much usage out of it. So knockoff, going to do what I can. Will-O-Wisp going to go for that Granbull burn, reduce some of its damage. And we're going to see how Aegislash plays around this one. Depends on who he hits. Probably just going to, you know, weakness policy is going to proc after that knockoff. Not going to do an insane amount of damage because of the Intimidate. And, oh, okay. He's just going to go straight up. Oh yeah, Tailwind. He's faster than my Weavile. What? Okay, so that's a thing that happened. I was not expecting that. However, it's physical, so that means my Will-O-Wisp is going to shut him down. I was honestly not expecting him to be faster because of that. Okay, so Granbull and Sableye are going to be the ones right now. And now this is where things get interesting because I get to Hydro Pump that Aegislash, and I get to Will-O-Wisp it. So, if I... Oh, wait, is Gravity still on the field? Crap. Gravity has to be gone. I wasn't paying attention to that, but yeah. Hydro Pump the Aegislash, and then I completely lost track of the turns. So one thing I can do is I can see how many times I've used moves. Recover twice, Taunt twice, Will-O-Wisp, and Gravity. So Gravity is gone. I should use the Gravity to make sure my Hydro Pump lands, because I know that Rotom can actually 1v2 this. So I'm going to go for that Gravity onto the Sableye. And Aegislash with the Shadow Sneak. So trying to rush down the damage that it can, it's going to get clutch right here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to survive the Granbull now because of that Citrus Berry, which means Aegislash is taking free damage. I get to get that Gravity going. Rotom doesn't really care. Granbull's going to play rough me, but the Citrus Berry going to come through and keep me alive. Rotom with that Hydro Pump going to do substantial damage to Aegislash. Not quite knocking it out, but that's going to be just fine because now I can make sure Aegislash goes away. So Shadow Sneak's actually going to outspeed me, which is annoying, which means... That actually means I should just Will-O-Wisp the Aegislash and have it go down to the burn. No, I can't really... Like, I should just finish off Aegislash, whatever. There's really nothing else that can be done in this situation. I'll just Will-O-Wisp for whatever, and then Sableye can go for the recover. So we're going to see how this works out. That's going to be stuff. So Aegislash with the Shadow Sneak, Sableye, yeah, it's a thing. And then we're going to see Granbull's reduced damage try to hurt my Rotom. And then I think that's about it. So Granbull's going to have Crunch. Play Rough's going to do more damage, so I don't think that Crunch is a good option here. Will-O-Wisp, just going to burn Aegislash because I can. And just watch it. I thought that'd be a nice little style way of taking it out. So that's going to be the gains right there from leftovers, and it's going to be a pretty simple finish from here. I still have the Gravity, so I can Hydro Pump Granbull. It's going down to burn over time, and it doesn't have enough damage on me, because my Rotom is a tanky beast. And then we're just going to go and Hydro Pump and call it good. So an interesting battle. Like, this guy actually gave me the hardest time with only 4 Pokemon. Because I got delayed by that Cursed Body, and then the Tailwind actually got my Weavile into some really bad situations. So that's another hard read with Crobat. Is Crobat going for damage? Super Fang, Tailwind, Taunt. Like, I can't make all those predictions all the time, especially when you're going against the same Pokemon over and over, run by different players with different mentalities. That's just how I feel about Pokemon. Like, it's so random in every aspect. Do I then taunt with my Sableye on the Crobat so it can't Tailwind, and then I use Hypnosis on the other Pokemon, hoping for the best? You know, because then it's my 60% chance to land that Hypnosis that really decides the battle. And we're back. So it looks like Japan is a fan of that Marowak, maybe Trick Room stuff. I don't know, but at least I get that Trick Room shutdown on the Sableye. And if I feel like a Mental Herb or something, I might be able to play around that. But what is the Marowak up to? And I'm just going to bring in the Rotom. Like, Rotom, Weavile, like, Crobat, Sableye. I could have just brought those four, and I'd be absolutely fine. I haven't even needed that many opportunities for the Noivern or the Dusclops. I wanted to bring in Dusclops, because I could be like, I'm going to troll with Double Team and Confuse Ray, because at least I can get something in. But the rest of my team is too powerful at this time. Like, it just combos too well. I knew Weavile was going to be, like, the ultimate Pokemon for this, and yeah, it's showing, and Rotom's just really consistent overall. Like, there's nothing that deals substantial amounts of damage to Rotom in this entire format. Like, what has Energy Ball and Grass Knot? I know a couple things do, but it's not, like, super duper meta. Oh, here we go. This is what I play for. All right. So that's going to be a straight up Hypnosis onto the Hydreigon. Because I feel Hydreigon threatens me more than the Fire Moth thingy. And I'm going to set up the Gravity. So I don't have to worry about this turn. Like, I don't have to think anything about this. Like, there's no fake outs or about, no taunts, just outright damage from the opponent. And I think that's what my team is good against right now. So we're going to see how this plays. Draco Meteor. Oh, it's Scarfed. Well, damn. That's unfortunate. So I should have thought about the Scarf, apparently. And that's going to not KO me. Well, that means it's a good thing I Hypnosised it, because now it can't outspeed me on the second turn. But we have to hope Volcarona didn't go for that double focus. And he went for the Bug Buzz onto the Sableye. So went for the absurd amounts of neutral damage, but that's going to be just fine. And now I can put both of his Pokemon to sleep, which means this is that opportunity. This is the solid power play right here, where I don't switch out Crobat. I do not switch out Crobat. I keep Crobat in, Hypnosis on the Volcarona, and then I switch out into Weavile. Weavile is going to be able to Icicle Crash the Hydreigon. As long as Hydreigon doesn't wake up, this is going to be an excellent turn for me. If Hydreigon switches, I just Hypnosis that next turn, and then Volcarona's bulky, though. So, to knock out the Volcarona, I'm going to have to sacrifice Crobat on the same turn as a knockoff. It's going to be a difficult Pokemon to have to deal with. So he did switch out. So I got my switch. That's going to be something I can Hypnosis next turn into the Weavile. So Weavile's going to Fake Out, though. Alright. That's interesting. Now, it's Weavile versus Weavile. What do I do? Because now this is where things get weird. I could... Like, I know his Scarf is down, so he doesn't have any more Scarf Pokemon. Not getting outsped anymore. If Weavile goes for Fake Out onto my Crobat, it's just going to be, like, priority stuff. So does he want Crobat gone? Because Crobat's wreaking havoc right now. And I could low kick the Weavile, which means he only has 2 Pokemon sleep, 1 Pokemon up, and then I can trade that Weavile pretty hard right there. So Crobat's going down. Like, the priority, whatever that Weavile's doing, it's going to make life difficult for Crobat. So I'm going to Brave Bird onto that just in case, Volcarona, and then I can low kick on the Weavile and see what happens. So that's Fake Out. Fake Out the Crobat. That's fine. Volcarona's asleep. So that's the turn we're dealing with. And now I can go into Rotom. So as long as Volcarona doesn't wake up next turn, then Rotom can go and do some crazy stuff. So yeah, the low kick, going to trade that damage right there. That's what this is all about. And now we have to see what the rest of his team's up to. So he switched out the Hydreigon. Doesn't have a good chance of waking up. I can just Icicle Crash it whenever I want. The next Pokemon, hopefully Rotom Weavile, deals with that other Pokemon really well. So Rotom just going to be able to Hydro Pump and do absolute filth. And that's the Jellicent. Do I knock off the Jellicent? Like, it probably has Rocky Helmet, Curse Body, Stupidity. But Hydro Pumping Volcarona, and then... I know knock off Hydro Pump. Like, Volcarona isn't going down to just that. I think I should disregard the Jellicent for now. and just double down the damage and then just leave Jellicent. Like, Jellicent can't do anything on its own. I'm pretty sure. So let's go, and we're going to knock off the Volcarona as well. And see, so he switched Jellicent, aha! So it looks like I didn't fall for his tricks right there, because like knockoff on Hydreigon would have been bad, and then Volcarona would have had a chance of not going down. So Flame Body's going to burn me though. 30% chance on that, that's bad, and it's tank Volcarona. But as long as Hydreigon doesn't wake up, oh no, Flamethrower. That's terrible luck right there. So Volcarona did wake up, and that was like the one thing I didn't need. So now it's Rotom and Sableye versus the world against that Scarf Hydreigon. So I can't really do much about that at this moment. I can Will-O-Wisp Hydreigon to get damage going across it right now. Oh man, if Volcarona just stayed down, I would have been absolutely fine for the rest of this battle, because I would have gotten substantial damage on Hydreigon. Hydreigon's asleep though. It's like, who do I disrespect more? Like, I could go for the... Well, actually, I can't Will-O-Wisp Hydreigon because he's asleep. Never mind, that's a dumb play. Hydro Pump's going to be the most damage, but it's not going to be absurd amounts. So I can Hydro Pump Hydreigon, and then I can taunt. I'm taunting Jellicent. Yeah, let's do that. We're not going to give Jellicent the opportunity to do whatever stupidity it wants to do. It has access to recover. I'm not dealing with that right now. Mental Herb. Alright, so yeah, it didn't want to get taunted for whatever reason pretty badly. And Rotom with the Hydro Pump. Now, I know I could have, like, Thunderbolted the Jellicent, but yeah, I should have Thunderbolted Jellicent. Like, there's not enough damage coming down. Trick Room. Why is he Trick Room with his Scarf Hydreigon, though? Gravity returns to normal. That really doesn't mean too much for me right now. I'm playing under the priority, so I guess I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt right there. And I feel like I should just recover to make sure Sableye doesn't get absolutely obliterated if the Hydreigon wakes up. So I'm going to be faster now, and then that means I can get like a lot of Will-O-Wisp across and hope for the best. So Water Spout, oh my, I should have Thunderbolted him, because that would have done like ridic. Okay, critical hit on Rotom. Wait, I did Thunderbolt him. I'm like, wait a second, he's still going to be faster. So, interesting stuff. That's not good. That's very not good. There's a Dark Pulse. Okay. So Dark Pulse on the Rotom. He knows Rotom's the win condition right there. I think I'll be fine. He took a lot of damage right there. He isn't taunted, but that means I can Pain Split the Hydreigon, get the health back. Sableye took a lot of damage. So, I mean, Sableye might need to recover right now, or else he's going down, and I need to keep Sableye up as long as possible. So we're going to see what happens here. If he goes for that recover turn, he's going to have a monstrous Water Spout. And, like, the Water Spout Jellicent is actually going to put in work right here. That's kind of silly. Oh, man, if I predicted the recover a little better, I could have recovered on Jellicent, healed up a lot more. Much more health bulk on this Pokemon, but we need... It's like, who's the bigger threat right now? Jellicent's doing absurd things. Oh, man, that was a lot of damage. Now, the last... Oh, man, like, if I didn't get crit earlier, because that crit meant Jellicent didn't do an absurd amount to me, but still pretty bad. So, Pain Split, the Jellicent probably would have, like, helped me out last turn. Hydreigon, it's stuck on that Dark Pulse, too. So, what do? I'm going to start the Will-O-Wisp onto the Jellicent, and it's pretty much over right now. I made some misplays, but I didn't know the Jellicent was going to do that to me. And I got that wake up, which was unfortunate. So the Water Spout, that's going to be enough to knock out Rotom. Also the crit. I think I would have survived if it wasn't for that crit earlier. So that extra damage I would have had now to survive on and Dark Pulse for the game. Alright, so we finally pick up a loss in a battle that could have kind of gone either way. So Water Spout Jellicent. Alright, under the Trick Room. I was thinking it was going to be more utility, but that was pretty ridiculous right there for the damage. Alright, here we go for some craziness. That's going to be Crobat Sableye, the Weavile counter matchup. And do I want to bring in Dusclops this time? Like, I don't see a ridiculous amount of taunt, and maybe Dusclops is what we need, but I can do work with Rotom. Like, Rotom's going to put out the fire that is Chandelure. We know the Thunderbolt does damage to Jellicent. Now that I know what to do, like, to not ignore the Jellicent, I should have like not like Hydreigon scared me a bit because I saw the Scarf and then I thought, okay, it's going to be doing a lot of damage to me. But he scarfed himself into the Dark Pulse, which wasn't going to hurt my team too bad. So I should have ignored it and then like Thunderbolt on Jellicent and stuff, but I didn't expect. Well, the Mental Herb Taunt was also pretty weird. Just interesting stuff overall. So that's going to be the Aegislash Noivern. Well, guess who's getting Hypnosis first? That's going to be the Aegislash right there because he's got the King Shield. So Gravity, Hypnosis, Aegislash going to be set back. Noivern's going to be an interesting Pokemon in this situation, and we get to see how it plays. So I'm going to, yeah, have some fun stuff happen. So Crobat with Hypnosis, that means it's pretty much just going to be basic stuff. Switch out into Weavile, Hypnosis the Noivern. He might switch out his Aegislash, and then Noivern goes for the Flamethrower. So Noivern's damage option's not really too insane. I guess he has Draco Meteor, not Dragon Pulse. So he can't really do too much to me right now, and then that's just going to be Hypnosis onto the Noivern, and then we get to go and switch out into Weavile, and it's going to be just perfect play, or not perfect play, but you know, just standard, going through, doing whatever. Sableye's going to switch out, he's going to have all his Pokemon asleep, Weavile's going to come in. Depending on how this turn goes. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to use Crobat to taunt Aegislash, and then I'm going to have Icicle Crash obliterate this Noivern. And I think that that's the way to play right now. Because if I taunt it, then that means I don't have to worry about King Shield. And that would be really, really good for me. Because he might be trying to spam the King Shield next. So, taunt, Aegislash, no fun for you. And then Icicle Crash, Noivern, no fun for you either. Noivern just went to sleep, so he has a low chance of waking up. And I think I'll be fine. I think I have this one now. Now we just get to see where the rest of the battle goes. Because the problem about the Gravity Hypnosis is that it takes 2 Pokemon to set it up, and unless my Weavile goes +3, the battles start to get difficult. Or like Weavile and Rotom together go +4, they each go +2 or something. There's a lot of things that can happen. Now, Crobat has found its odd KOs and a little bit of extra that it can do. But my Sableye just doesn't do anything after that. So other Gravity Pokemon would be nice. But then they don't have that Prankster priority, and the Prankster priority has been absurd amounts of utility. Now the opponent, he's either taking his sweet time or he's really thinking about this one. So I mean, he didn't switch out or anything, so I'm going to get my taunt, which means he can't King Shield next turn, so I'm going to be able to get that free knockoff. Weavile's Icicle Crash, alright. So he had the berry, but I mean, I'm still 99% sure he's going down. Like, it's super effective Icicle Crash from a Weavile Life Orb. And it wasn't a Focus Sash instead. Now, Yache Berry, it might weaken damage, but we know the crit didn't matter. We all know that crit didn't matter. So, Aegislash wakes up, and he can't use Metal Sound after the taunt. So an interesting support, Aegislash right there. Who do I put down now? So the Metal Sound's supposed to be for the Soften Up. Okay, I'm gonna Hypnosis the Weavile, because I have to have that happen now. Hypnosis Weavile means I get to knock off Aegislash, and if Weakness Policy procs, Aegislash might be able to tear me up, but we're going to see what we can do right here. So I thought Weavile was, oh no, I thought Weavile was going to go for the Fake Out. So that's actually really good. Weavile's going to be asleep now, unless it has a Lumberry. No Lumberry, good. And then knock off on the Aegislash. Not going to be enough damage to knock it out. Weakness Policy, my fears have been realized right now. But I'm still having a lot of speed and shenanigans going on. So we know Aegislash is going to have to take the damage. Weavile is asleep. And, what's he going to do? Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon definitely going to hit that Weavile. So we know he's taunted. So I just Brave Bird the Aegislash next turn, and then we can Hydro Pump the Weavile with our Rotom and get a lot of work done. I think that that's going to be the obvious play right here. Aegislash can't go into King Shield. It can't do anything because I got that taunt off, which is why I wanted to taunt it. Actually, where's more damage going to lie? Brave Bird? I actually need to check my Pokemon stats for the first time in a while. So Crobat. Crobat has, if we look at summary, 142 attack. Rotom has 125 special attack. Brave Bird is higher damage with stab. So actually, using Brave Bird on the Weavile is going to be more damage. Then we can just use Rotom for the Aegislash. Aegislash is slower, so it has to... So I think that's going to be the better play. So let's go and look at Crobat for the Brave Bird onto the Weavile that was asleep, and then we Thunderbolt the Aegislash for whatever. So that's going to be Brave Bird, and the opponent not really like switching out. Like if you switch, you're screwed. If you don't switch, you're screwed. Like that's kind of it. So Brave Bird not going to be enough damage to knock out the Weavile. Recoil is going to be a thing. Could have maybe respected the recoil, but that's fine, because now Aegislash goes down. We're done with that Thunderbolt. I can Brave Bird the Weavile next turn for the KO, and then I get to Hydro Pump the other Pokemon. I think this should be a cleaned up battle right here. We should have the pretty good stuff going on. Jellicent. Curse you, Jellicent! This guy. I'm just going to Brave Bird Weavile. Actually, if I cross poison Weavile, it's going to be fine too. Like, I don't need to take unnecessary recoil, and then we Thunderbolt the Jellicent. And we see what happens. So Weavile, it might have Ice Shard, but it doesn't. So just going to go down to that sleep right there. Boom. Get taken care of right there, Weavile. And then Jellicent with the Will-O-Wisp. Rotom avoids Will-O-Wisp, but I'm going to get Thunderbolt anyways. So I think it's pretty much over for the opponent right now. So then I'm going to Brave Bird, Thunderbolt, and that's going to be the GG. There might be a forfeit right here because the opponent is really out of options. 12, 11, 10, 9, stall, 6, no. Alright, so Brave Bird, going to hit Jellicent. Jellicent has like a lot of hit points. It's a pretty healthy tank. Brave Bird not going to be enough to finish it off. That's what I expected. Do we get the Cursed Body? No, we don't. Jellicent's going to Scald Crobat. At least take one more Pokemon down before he goes. And then the Thunderbolt is going to apply and do tons of damage. Oh, is that Shell Bell? What is Shell Bell? Huh, interesting. So Thunderbolt for the finish onto Jellicent. And that's another pretty solid battle right there. So overall, the team does well, I'd have to say.